Hey, y'all, Spiritual Whistleblower here with another YouTube video. I want to do a spinoff of the Tasha K. Cardi B defamation lawsuit. Again, for those of you that don't know, in the celebrity news, Cardi B won her defamation lawsuit against celebrity blogger Tasha K. This is striked up. You know, my other girlfriend that has a YouTube platform, her name is Nyla. That's my girl. Nyla has a very powerful platform and she defends and protects black women against abusive men, and she gets a lot of slack. She gets attacked on a regular basis by men and women, but she has been at the center of cyberbullying by an obsessive narcissistic woman herself. Me and her have held conversations about this very same topic and how eerie and disgusting it is for someone to be that obsessed to the point that they keep making repetitive videos. But I have an interesting topic that I don't think anyone has discussed in this community. The other day, I did make a video discussing the black woman. The black woman and how the black woman is treated by narcissists of every race. It's the elephant in the room, and nobody has talked about it in this community. Black women are disrespected on a regular basis by every single race, including our men. Okay. And these people that I'm referring to, every race has narcissists in them. I've definitely talked to and seen content creators of different races and ethnicities: Indian, Asian, white, Hispanic, you name it. Narcissism is in every race, every ethnicity. But what I've noticed is, because the black culture is so, it's worldwide. And the trends that black women, start from our hair to the way that we talk. If you go on TikTok, even there is a whole bunch of non-black females that are talking slang. I mean, their hair, their nails, their pop. There's even a white woman. Oh my gosh, she's going viral right now because in her videos, she says her man, who happens to be a black man, he says he loves it when white women act like black women. And she knows she is gaslighting and provoking black women because she's being messy and starting unnecessary arguments with black women. And she's like taunting and teasing black women. I'm going to tell you something. We are mocked, we are copied, and we are teased, and we are disrespected. And a lot of that comes from the fact that all these races are watching the black man disrespect us. So if the black man doesn't respect us, why should any other race? So I address narcissistic abuse and, as it pertains to black women. And it's the silent elephant in the room. I get a lot of hate because I am a proud black woman. I am a very strong black woman, and I'm not your average life coach. I am loud. I curse. I am blunt, and people cannot handle it. And because people want me to water myself down so that they can swallow me better, if that makes sense, or to make their digestion easier because they can't take me at 100%, they want me to water myself down. They want me to tone my voice down. They want me to tone my proud black woman, Queen Egypt down, which I am not. They want me to turn down my knowledge of narcissistic abuse. They hate that I am aware. They hate that I am spiritual. They hate that my clairvoyance is top of the line. I can see through and read people like a book. And for that, I am always a walking target everywhere. Not just this community, it's everywhere. I've dealt with this in my family. I've dealt with this in my friendships. I've dealt with this in the workplace, and definitely in my romantic relationships. Narcissists have a hive mind agenda. They all think alike. They all gang up to attack one person. I have never ganged up with a group of people to attack one person. I have always fought my own battles. So where I'm going with this, an angry empath is entitled to be angry. Why would anyone try to silence an angry empath? Knowing if you know what narcissistic abuse is, if you know what narcissistic abuse does to a victim, how traumatic it is, how long it takes to get over, why would you make fun of an empath and the anger? Is it because all these life coaching channels don't scream and yell? It's because spiritual whistleblower stands out and she doesn't do what everybody else does. She's a leader. She's not a follower. Just because everybody else talks like this and they talk softly and calmly in their videos and they teach narcissistic abuse. I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to jump on the bandwagon. So because I'm different, does that automatically label me as a narcissist? Because I have a loud, boisterous mouth and I curse, does that mean I'm a narcissist? Or does that mean I'm an angered empath? This is the motherfucking confusion in this community. Empaths are entitled to be fucking angry. And if you have your own platform, you can shout and do whatever the fuck you want on your platform. When people come along and they try to water you down because they can't take your platform, what is the logical thing to do? Unsubscribe, unfollow, block. Why are you watching somebody that you don't like? You don't like my delivery. You don't like the tone of my voice. You don't like that I'm angry, but you can't take your eyes off of me. You're trying to force me to fold and water myself down, which I refuse not to do. Because empaths are entitled to be angry. We are entitled to use our voice. We are entitled to have high self-esteem after pulling ourselves up out of the mud. You know how incredibly hard it is to pull yourself up out of depression, get in the gym, lose weight, start your life over, learn to be happy on your own so that you're no longer codependent, make good money, start thriving again. You know how many people are jealous that you were able to pull yourself up out of the mud, dust yourself off. Now you're speaking up in the world and you're teaching others how to do the same thing. Of course, the enemy's going to have a fucking problem with you. An angry empath is not a narcissist. An angry empath is justified in testifying about everything they've gone through. And they can deliver it the way that they want to. If you cannot digest what a powerful empath has to say, then you have no business watching or monitoring or studying or stalking a super empath. It means that you are weak and you are not on the same level. And you need to be more focused on your life and your goals, instead of trying to tear down an empath that is justified with anger. Anyone that has survived this abuse knows. If anyone dares to gaslight you by saying, you know, you're angry, I don't like your tone of voice, I don't like how you bark at people, they're trying to silence you. Because real empaths already know where that anger comes from. A real empath would never try to silence you. A real empath that has survived this toxic, horrific type of abuse would never try to silence another empath that has survived this abuse. We all know what it is. But yet and still we have those that are toxic to the core, that are intimidated, fearful, and stalkerish. Because you're different. I'm definitely different. I choose to be different. I don't want to be like everybody else. And for that, I'm hated. Jesus was different and he was hated. Moses was different and he was hated. Because they didn't go with the norm. I don't go with the norm. I like to shout, scream, and curse. If you got a fucking problem with it, bitch, log the fuck off. because an angry empath is justified in their anger. And there is no ending date to the healing process. We all know this. Who said there was an end date on the healing? And if an angry empath can get on their platform and help heal others and receive healing in return, who the fuck are you to even discuss their healing process? What is it to you? That's the problem with toxic narcissistic people. They don't know how to mind their fucking business because they're terrified of being exposed by the angered empath. Let's discuss this in the comment section, shall we? An angry empath is not a narcissist. An angry empath is a justified empath telling their story with the tone of voice and delivery that they choose. Why do you have a problem with it? Mind your fucking business, narcissist. We know you're paranoid that you are being exposed in all your manipulation tactics because it's a new fucking day. But there's nothing you can do to stop it. Y'all have a blessed day. It's the spiritual whistleblower.